Hello, happy Monday. If it's not Monday when you're watching it, it is still the perfect time for you because you find the reading when you are ready to hear it. How are you all doing? I hope you had a beautiful weekend. And if you didn't get a chance, I put out kind of a fun bonus reading over the weekend. And it was very interesting, a message from Crow. So I've decided to continue with some of the cards because it was so inspiring yesterday using Crow Tarot and Lightworker Oracle. Now, as I was tapping into the reading, what I heard is clarity is going to be the focus this week. It's like something that you have been working on for a very long time, or if you've been feeling that things just haven't been clear, or there's been a lot of cloud around whatever it is that you're doing, or if you have a question that you seem like you're asking over and over again, that this is the time for clarity. I had all these beautiful orbs that I was bringing in, which I love and I've been using now for several weeks. And then I was drawn to these points, and that's what I heard is all about focus and clarity, and that you'll probably receive several pieces of insight, hopefully through today with the cards, but keep your awareness sharp and don't be afraid to ask those questions again, even if you feel like you've asked them before, because clarity is finally here. So with that in mind, let's find out what that looks like today in the cards. What is it that we most need to know? And what is it that is becoming clear for us? And these cards, like I said yesterday, are, they're kind of new, so they're a little bit sticky. And it's funny, that's kind of what I'm hearing is like a lot of these things that have been with us for a while that haven't seemed to go away, or that we need clarity around. It's just that. It's like there's been a fog or a stickiness around them, and we just haven't been able to get what we need. So what do we most need to hear right now on this day? I'm hearing open the deck. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the deck and reveal. Okay, grounding and karmic clearing. I feel like those are the cards that are meant for today. So the first thing that I notice is we have a couple of fives in here, and fives is around a changing of something. And this is a really beautiful card here with this grounding. And 1 and 5 creates 6. So there is an element of something tangible that is coming in. And it looks like she has like a lotus flower. Here's what it looks like. And that it's very deeply rooted. And the lotus flower to me is around struggle and transformation and breaking through into the next level. And this, I believe, is the earth sign. And then we have this beautiful woman here that is naked, revealing herself and kind of releasing everything around her, and only focusing on what it is that she's rooted in. What is it? Where have you been? Because we also have this karmic clearing card that looks like what it's doing is the whole focus. You see how this is very, very deeply focused in on what you have either been working on, what you've been doing, what you've been experiencing. And then it almost looks like God or a divine act coming in to open up, bring in the light of awakening and the clearing of whatever it is that you need. Because these cards are relatively new, I'm going to go to the guidebook and see what it says around grounding. It says, you long for the free and open world of spirit and light, yet you also yearn to experience healing power and divine joy of sacred sound and living color. Wow, that's beautiful. You are meant to bring joy, beauty, and comfort to this world, to share your spiritual light. To do so, you need grounding. Your dreams want you just as much as you want them, and grounding helps you bring your dreams to life in a world for the benefit of many. So, isn't this interesting? So, what I'm hearing from this is that perhaps one of the questions that you had is around your purpose and what it is that you're doing and why you're here. And maybe those are some of the big questions that you've been asking because you've felt you know, maybe you've been floating through things, or you've done this, that, and the other thing, and still kind of searching for who you are. And this is bringing a freedom of, there's a freedom in knowing, and there's a freedom in understanding what's going on. It's when we don't understand and there's no clarity, that's when things get really challenging. So let's go to this karmic clearing side over here, because it feels like you're moving, even though both of these are highly focused energy. And that is indicative of these points that I felt like were needing to come in, is that we really need to focus on the things that we were wanting to manifest, or that we're wanting to clear, or what our purpose is. The karmic clearing says you are fast outgrowing a level of consciousness to which are attached particular wounds, issues, and struggles. As you outgrow this consciousness, we literally are seeing this struggle rising to the surface, and maybe what we thought looks completely different now that it's on the surface. You are receiving divine notice that karmic clearing is taking place through a combination of your own efforts and spiritual grace from the heart of the divine. It's time for an old wound to be released once and for all. So what is karma? So if that's a word that's relatively new to you, there's a lot of information about karma, but this is the way I see it. Karma is when we've done something and we have not been able to forgive ourselves for the thing that we did, or that we felt like it wasn't the best version of ourselves that did it, and it creates something within us that keeps us attached to the thing. Now, there's a lot of information about karmic from family karma and all these things, because they're genetically encoded within us, which could also be part of what this is. But whatever is going on this week around the clearing, around bringing something to the surface, around us being able to finally ask the question and get the answer, or to see the thing that we need to see, what it's saying is there's great change this week around something that has been with us a long time, that's ready to leave. And when it leaves, it makes space for the next phase of development. So if you have something that's been hanging on, ask yourself, if that wasn't there, what would you want? What would you want to fill the space with? So let's continue with the focus with Crow Tarot and ask, what else do we have going on? Well, it's a lot of cards. So the first thing that we have is Six of Wands, and this is around success. So there is going to be some version of success for you this week around, one, the movement, the clearing. We already know that something's coming up to the surface. Something is bringing our attention really closely focused, so we can finally get the answers that we need. And this is also, as you see, it's all focused attention on you. It's success around the thing. Then we have the Page of Swords, which is a relatively youthful way of looking at something. And so perhaps this Page of Swords is coming in because it wants you or us or I or whoever it is that is resonating with this to be able to think about it in a new way. This is new energy. This is almost like carrying or going away with only that what's necessary. Take the ideas or the thoughts or the information that you need to move forward. Travel light. Don't hold on to old things, because that's what's kept that karmic band going. Expect information and expect ease as you move forward. So it's interesting that we have another 5 coming in this 15. As you can see here, this 15 is right next to this 15. This is the Devil card. That is all about attachment and the thing that we feel like we're attached to, that we can't get away from. This beautiful little bluebird is attached here to this crow's foot and can't get away. But it's literally bringing something into focus, and maybe there was an attachment that you didn't even know that you had, is now becoming, it's like an aha moment. It's something that's coming in, a focus, a point that you're finally going to see for what it is and allow something to let go. So this is a beautiful card. I'm asking if this is upside down or right side up. And it is right side up. This is the Ace of Pentacles again. And then we have another 5. Isn't this interesting? We have all this beautiful 5 energy, which is all around change. We got the 1 again with the Ace of Pentacles. And this ace is this crow is still for a moment, because it's taking into consideration where it's been, what's going on. It's not flying off anywhere, but it's like it has an opportunity to begin again. And as the clouds are clearing here, this karmic clearing, and things are going away, everything is looking pretty good. That's what, you know, I'm feeling like in this success card. There is success here wanting to take root for you. That's why this sword, I think we're getting the page energy, this new movement forward, asking us to travel lightly, to let go finally, to see this for what it was, and then move into a space where we just can absorb for a moment what all this was all about. Because we also have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all around like higher learning, higher wisdom. The key, which is right here, is like everybody is aware of the key. It's just sometimes we don't know what the key goes to, or we're afraid to open the door, or whatever it is. But this is around, you know, being able to see through a different something coming in that brings in a higher awareness to something beyond. They're literally like the wing is open, showing the way. And these two birds are seeing, wow, here's the key. He's showing us the way. It's asking you to move ahead, to move forward, to make the change, to take the leap, to, just like this energy here of the Page of Swords, to move lightly, but to take the key with you, because you now have the key. It's like the key is always within. The key is always within you, and sometimes we don't see it because the thing that is, it's always been below the surface, or it's always being held below. This almost looks like a keyhole here with this person in this karmic clearing, because there's this opening that happens, and in the opening is this divine inspiration, this divine knowing. This is also at the top of the mountain, and I feel like it's time. I think it was meant to be. I don't think you have to do anything, or you can't miss it. That it's all about this focus coming in this week, letting go of the thing that you have felt has been your attachment all this time. I think that's why it ended up here, mimicking this 15, to tell us that the reason why everything, like we couldn't see things for what it was. And she's very, very close to this flower right now, because she is it's almost like she can't believe it's finally here. She has literally torn everything away and focusing only on studying this moment, because this is gone. This is finally let go, and coming into what is meant to be. The success of being in this moment is guaranteed, is what I'm hearing. And it's something that literally feels like it's been almost like a lifetime of work. It's been a lifetime of expectation. It's been a lifetime of, you know, feeling like, okay, I've cleared that, or I've cleaned up that, or I'm moving forward to this. It's like, this is what this literally feels like, the hand of God, or the hand of all of creation that is changing in the spark of a moment, that thing. And it's just like being able to smell the flower, being able to focus on that in this moment is going to be, I feel like, almost like earth shattering. So thank you so much for being here at the channel. If you'd like to tell me how you're doing or how this resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you. Until tomorrow, have a magical day. Bye now.